Hey, this is Corey Vigil. This is another episode of my YouTube channel. Yeah, sorry I did it kind of late. Things came up these past couple days. I meant to do it a few days ago, but uh, even though I'm gonna continue doing the podcast episodes, this may be, I'm not sure, but this may be my last YouTube video. It's just because I've been so busy trying to run this software as a service and tech company, CoreyJDynamics.com, Corey J Dynamics LLC. So that's where my main focus is going to be. I should be able to continue posting podcast episodes. That probably won't be until, I'm guessing, maybe October. I would say between late September and early October, around there, is when the next season will start for Visualize with Optimism by Corey J. But like I said, this may be my last YouTube video. It's just because I'm so busy managing and running this business, this tech business, and I already got the software license that I need to run and do the audit reports for websites. I already have it installed, the program installed on my computer. So in this episode, I'm going to be talking about some updates about this tech startup company, or my tech startup company, and just other updates that I have for my business. So recent updates that I have are, I recently got my merchant account set up, and the merchant account that I have is Total Merchant Services. I did have two merchant accounts that were mistakenly set up at the suggestion of my merchant account manager. He's the one that helped me open up these accounts, but the two merchant accounts I had was TMS, Total Merchant Services, and also EMS, which stands for Electronic Merchant Systems, which is another merchant account provider. So I had two of them, and as I mentioned before, I don't know if a lot of you are familiar with the PCI DSS compliance requirements for merchants. But when you have a merchant accounts, that is only because you accept credit cards as a form of payment online, but they could also be like a physical POS or terminal system, like for example Walmart or Target or even Amazon. But when you're a merchant and you accept credit card payments, like Discover, MasterCard, Visa, then you have to undergo PCI compliance. And when you do that, there are different SAQs, or self-assessment questionnaires, that's conducted by QSA, which is just a person that doesn't really audit your computer or your website. They just ask you a bunch of questions to make sure the system that you're using to process and transact or even store credit card information on your PC or whatever device you're using is safe, and that nobody can go in and hack into your system or your device and steal that credit card information. So they want to make sure the credit card numbers are protected, whether you're storing them on your system or your PC or not. So the most simplest SAQ is SAQ-A, and the most complicated and longest one is SAQ-D. I thought I was going to have to go through the SAQ-D, but apparently not. I had to go through this SAQ CBT, which is a virtual terminal, and I use my own online gateway, which is authorized on net, to accept credit card payments and to process them. And since I'm doing the CBT SAQ, I'm not storing credit card information on my PC. And it is protected through authorized.net. And I also recently purchased the Norton Antivirus Plus protection, which also includes a firewall protection, a smart firewall protection, and that just protects credit card information and just prevents credit card number theft and also all other malicious malware and virus attacks. So that's what the firewall does. It just adds an extra layer of protection, and that's what I need for my PCI CBT compliance. So late last week, I became SAQ CBT certified, and that's through my merchant services provider, TMS. And this is also in conjunction with this PCI compliance is also in conjunction with my online gateway, authorized.net. So even though I'm not storing credit card information, which is what you would have to do with an SAQD, the credit card information is safe on my PC. And like I said, I'm PCI compliance. I'm SAQ CBT certified. And when you go through an SAQ, regardless if it's an internal or external SAQ, or even if you have to go through a PCI scan on your computer or your device, either way, you have to either go through an attestation of compliance or report on compliance. And fortunately for me, I didn't have to go through a PCI scan, so that's why I don't have a report on compliance, but I have an attestation of compliance for my computer and just for the way that I process these credit cards in exchange for my services. So, and that's only because I just have a virtual terminal. I don't have a checkout on my website where customers can just purchase my services with their credit cards on my website as opposed to an e-commerce business. But when you go through PCI compliance, you have to not only get the PCI compliance, but you also have to maintain that compliance so that you don't get audited. So, that's my plan right now, is to just stay in compliance. And since I have a virtual terminal, I don't accept payment methods through Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, or through any of these other third-party credit card payment systems or websites or companies. So, but yeah, that's updates for the PCI compliance for my company, for my merchant accounts, and other updates besides my merchant accounts and authorized.net. I also made some recent updates to my website. It looks a lot cleaner than it did before. If you want, you can check it out. It's at www.coreyjdynamics.com. And my website is it's a static website, not a dynamic website. So I don't write personal blogs, I don't write content. So that does kind of make it difficult to get ranked when you have a static website as opposed to a dynamic website where you post blogs, content in order to increase traffic to your website, which is good for SEO. So I plan to increase my ranking for Google and SEO, but it's gonna have to be through other methods. Because, like I said, I don't create blogs or content or posts. It's all you see on my website are the different policies for my services, my company, and it even has a page to request a quote, an estimate for my services, where we can negotiate a price range, and that's all set out in my terms and services. I also have a page for that, and I also offer contract agreement templates for my services where they have to sign. So I was hoping to get the Norton Trust Seal badge on my website, embedded into my website, but right now I only have the authorized.net trust badge. So hopefully I can get some more trust seals on my website. I do believe that trust seals are very important for businesses that have websites, because that just shows or displays a sense of trust and security. So same thing with me and authorized.net and my merchant accounts. That just shows my customers or viewers of my website that the website is not only certified and verified as safe as for Norton, but it also just shows that I am responsible in handling and processing credit card information, and that their information is safe on my PC and it's protected, and nobody will ever know the credit card information, whether it's, even if it's a debit card, whether it's Visa, MasterCard, American Express. So, but I also recently purchased the website auditing software license. So I do consider this software as a service or a tech service company, and I installed the software license on my computer. So even though I can't offer services right now, I still need to get professional liability insurance. So I'm not gonna actively promote my services until I get E&O insurance, although I can offer services right now, but I just feel like that's really important as far as the insurance. But yeah, I got everything I need for my business, and I will make continual updates to my website. It does look good now, but I think it could be better. But yeah, that's it for now. Like I said, I'm going to try and continue to post recordings and episodes for Visualize with Optimism with Corey J. But as I mentioned before, this may be my last YouTube episode or my last video for my YouTube channel. It's just I'm so busy with my company, running this tech startup business, and I imagine I'm going to be a lot busier in the future, or in the near future. But if you guys ever need my services, let me know. I know I still need to get insurance, but my website is up and running, as is my business, and it shows my hours of operation on my website. And there's also buttons on my website, or if you want to call me or email me at my business email address. And if you have any other information, just shoot me an email about my services, my business, my website. And just if you have any basic questions. And if you want to reach out to me through social media, I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. I'm also on Entree app. but the primary social media platforms that I use are Facebook, because that's my largest, where I have my largest network, and that's followed by app Entra app, and that's also followed by my LinkedIn app. So, but yeah, thanks for listening in. Sorry I didn't post anything or record anything these past couple of days. I've just been really busy and things have been really hectic. It's not something I intended to do, but if I do post any more YouTube videos, it'll probably have to wait at least 2 to 3 months. And that's the same thing with my podcast show. Next week's going to be my last episode with Visualize with Optimism by Corey J. And that one is going to be the last episode for this season. And that's probably the next season's probably going to start again in a couple months, probably September or October. But thanks again for listening in. Really appreciate it. And yeah, so I really appreciate it if you check out my website. Let me know what you think. All right, thanks.